of strangers. Believe me when I say, loving me is loving danger. Your heart is bound to break. I walk alone in the night, beneath the pale moon. Loving's for the fools. Baby, beware of my bite. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. 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 I'm a lone wolf.
Hello my lovelies, this is SimsFell and welcome to episode 15 of the Sims 4 Vampire Amazon Challenge. I just finished watching a bunch of Jurassic Park videos and I've got to say I'm freaked out and I'm just out of breath, and I feel like I've been running from a pack of dinosaurs for a while. But anyways, when we left off, let me gather my thoughts. Oh yeah, we had Amanda. We had a lovely priestess conceive a child, and she is now with, what is her name? I have already forgotten. The queen's lovely friend, Marielle, there we go. I was there. I was going to say Marianne. Marielle. The Den Guardian. And so she's over there during the course of her pregnancy. And it kind of just started. I'm carrying on in the morning of. And oh, look at that. That looks absolutely awesome, I have got to say. Damn. I've been trying to get a photo of that, but every time I end up doing something else, I don't get it. Anyways. So, let's get going. I've decided instead of hopping between the castle and the mother's den, it gets a bit boring there for me because there's not much to do, there's not too many characters, and storyline is mainly at the castle. So I'm going to just remember, or at least try to, remember the fact that it's a Tuesday, and so she should be having the baby on a Friday. Yep, was it Thursday, Friday? Yep, on a Friday, and so we will hop over there on a Tuesday to check how she's doing. Or on a Thursday. We'll go by on Thursday to see how she's doing and stuff. So, we can be here where all the main storyline's happening and won't get bored. Now, let's get on with what's happening. I wanted, actually in the last part, I did say that Lady Ambrosia was going to, oh, look at her. I love her so much. She's going to spend time with Ophelia training her, but it is the morning, so Ophelia is at school. That means we're going to have to do some other stuff with the ladies. And where is the Devil Priestess? The Devil Priestess, I just said, is at the Mother's Den. So, we're going to get, we're just going to do stuff with these ladies around the house. Is there anything with their PowerPoints? Okay, I remember Lady Kali, I was supposed to do something with her, oh, look at her go. Supposed to do something with her PowerPoints because she's got heaps. And I'm pretty sure she is the most powerful vampire at this stage in the castle. So let's see what weaknesses we can give her and what powers we can give her. Some of the weaknesses, we've got the hissing, which I feel like is appropriate for Ambrosia, not for Kali. Guilty drinker. Does she already have that? I feel like she already does. No, okay, she doesn't have guilty. She has a sloppy drinker. Ooh. And then withered stomach, thin-skinned, fitful sleep, day phobia. Oh, interesting. And then we've got insatiable thirst. No, we don't want that. Thank you very much. We're already having a heck of a time with sloppy drinker. You know what? I have decided from now on, right, that we're going to have fitful sleep. Oh, actually, that's kind of fine. I think we should have sloppy drinker and insatiable thirst off the limits, because the thirst is hard enough to control as it is without that being a thing. So, among these, which can we do? I don't want to give her a fitful sleep, so I think day phobia would be okay. I feel like it just makes sense. Could be fitful sleep, I guess. I don't know. I don't actually know what I want. This is so hard. You know what? We'll just hold off on that for now, because I don't want to make any hasty decisions. I need to kind of look over this and see what's happening and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So, any of this, obviously, if I haven't picked them by now, then that's, yeah. Whoopsies. Oh my god, my throat. So, Irresistible Slumber. We've got Child of the Moon. Oh, so that would conflict with... Would that? It wouldn't actually. I don't feel like it would. It doesn't, no. Because that takes effect during the day and that takes effect during the night. You know what? I think I know what I want her to do. I'm going to give her day phobia. Just because I'm going to give her Child of the Moon as well. So, we're going to do that. Ooh, come on. We need to take more. Oh, we can take all of them in one go. Sweet. And then she's got Mesmerize. No, we don't need that. I think we can save up the rest of the powers. But yes, I think that's cool. I feel like that's a good trade-off. Because even though she's going to be weaker in the day, at least during the nighttime, she's going to be all the more kind of powerful. So that's pretty good. That's an interesting weakness, I feel like, for the warrior to have. And nope, stop, I don't care. Do whatever you want. And... what does it say? Day phobia from the hating the daytime. You mean from hating the daytime? Yes, okay. How do mortals handle that accursed orb in the sky? It's so bright. Yep, and you have a dead sim that's walking around the castle with an orb right in the middle of her chest. And yeah, that's your enemy. Her name's Elena. Jeez. Can't even speak or remember the names. There's just so many characters. It's making me go crazy. Okay, and also, I actually wanted to finally expel Travis. Now, what reason would we have to expel Travis? The queen's going to come up here and actually, she's never really bothered much about Travis, but she's going to kind of mock his mortality and say a few words to him because before she's going to expel him. And what reason does a vampire need to expel him? Well, not much reason at all. But the queen does have a reason, because before Amanda left, she told the queen, and as you guys would know by now, Amanda and Travis are enemies, she went and told the queen that, she doesn't kind of feel like Travis is a useful part of the household. He doesn't do his job well. He's been challenging Amanda. That's what she says, at least. And they can just hire someone else. What's this? Is that a curtain? I've never noticed that. But, she can kind of hire someone else to do the job that he does. What else can we do? I'll do something mean. Let's mock outfit. Yeah. So, Amanda's basically said we can hire someone else to do the job that he's supposed to do much better without taking space in the house. And so the queen's decided that she wants to get rid of Travis and expel Travis. And, she's kind of favoring Amanda a lot right now because Amanda's done a bunch of things. She's read Cassandra's future. She's, told the queen the signs. And then she's also, pregnant now. She's going to have a child. So that's pretty important. And the queen's just really kind of happy with her and has decided, that's what Amanda wants. That's what she's nudging towards. So that's what I'm going to give her. As kind of like a reward, for all the things that she's done. Also, that is not the only thing that I was thinking of in this part of doing. Another thing that's going to happen story-wise... Plasma... Let's just mark... Oh, flirt, yes. Let's just note down a few things over here. No, neither of those is going to happen, darling. Can you pick something realistic? Because it's not happening, okay? You might meet the flower, you might not. Oh, she wants to enthuse about outdoors. It's funny how she has that trait because she hates the sun. Well, I guess she might like the outdoors at night. So we can go ahead and do that. And what about Lady Ambrosia? She wants to meet another vampire. Well, you could do that, but do I really want you to? Get to know Lady Collie. You can do that, yeah. And also... the queen, so I don't think I've been focusing so much on the children that I have kind of forgotten to address some of the other storylines or little plots that's happening in the series as well. And a few episodes ago, while the queen dances her heart away, actually no, I'm going to get her to flirt with Lady Collie. So, Lady Collie is busy practicing. Lady Collie can come to the queen. That'll work much better. So, let's get her to enthuse about the outdoors, because that's what she wants to do. Those bad outdoors. Go on, lovely. Come on, go on. Right. So, the priestess did go ahead and tell the queen of what kind of, happened with Cassandra and stuff. And, wait, no. Oh no, this is all happening in the wrong order. Oh God, no. Oh God. You know what? I'm going to get her once she is done to go downstairs. Oh, there we go. It still surprises me, even though I've got her put on that bat movement thing. Can you come downstairs and actually join the conversation? I want all the ladies to kind of get together and have a talk. Oh, look, the queen's going up. Because they haven't really asked about Day. She's going to go ahead and talk to the queen. She's not exactly on the queen's... I mean, it does say that they are, you know, really close. But we know plot-wise that she's not on the queen's good side as of late. So where did the queen go? Jeez. Okay, she's coming on up. She's coming up. She's not... Oh, queen, make your mind up, please. Make your freaking mind up. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, my God. What is happening? What is happening? You know what? I'm going to just get them freaking sorted out. And we're going to gather back here at night. And then I'm going to carry on the story from there. So see you guys in a bit. So apparently, I didn't know this, but when you have vampire children, your dark form, like your face in your dark form, can be different to your face in your normal form, which is weird to me because I would just assume that it's just, you know, a more decayed version of your actual self. But no, apparently that can change. Because when I was making over Ophelia, I was like, her features, I don't know, seem sharper and much nicer in her dark form. And then, because she has the two twin brothers, which I was kind of quickly just chucking into some appropriate outfits, while I chucked Travis, while I chucked Travis out, I realized, oh my God, one of her brothers, his features is completely different from when, like, he's got a much smaller face as in a dark form. And then in the normal form, he doesn't. So I was just like, whoa, okay. Anyways, past that, we had the ladies go over to the garden to get some food, but they couldn't find any, so they actually had to go hunting for the first time in ages. And I don't know why, but we had Cynthia tag along. I did not tell her to come along, but she just decided to tag along. So then I was wondering, why would that be? And I think it's because of how, like, sad and miserable she's been feeling in the castle. She kind of wanted to go away from the castle and see, you know, if that made her feel better and stuff. She just wanted to get away from all the stress of being in this castle and the, you know, depression that she gets from being in the castle. And so she decided to go along to the garden, tag along, even though, you know, typically children are not taken there until they're teenagers. And look at her, she's exhausted, she's in terrible shape. And guess what happened? She was actually going fine. And then the ghost of Elena actually came into the garden after all the adults and Ophelia left. They went back to the castle, and she was kind of straggling along. She was like, oh, I'll stay back for a bit, or she snuck back and stuff. The ghost of Elena came by, and then all of a sudden her needs got so terrible. And as soon as she saw Elena, she started feeling all the... Oh, look. She's walking away. She doesn't want to go. She doesn't want to go home. See what I mean? I'm not making this up. She actually doesn't want to come home. But yeah, and then as soon as she saw the ghost of Elena, all her needs went to absolute shits. So, who knows, guys? I feel like, you know, Elena's the cause of all this. And I'm pretty sure I've already made it clear, but we're just getting more and more and more evidence about what's happening. Also, I was trying to say something like a few minutes back, but I ended up waffling so much for 5 minutes. But anyways, what I was trying to get at was that Lady Ambrosia hasn't gotten that far on her training with Ophelia. She's just so sick of her. But not only that, like, Ophelia's just curious about everything, so she sometimes fails to listen to, you know, or do what Lady Ambrosia specifically wants her to. And not only that, Ambrosia's kind of already skeptical about Ophelia, and now she's feeling even, you know, worse about everything, as in, oh, look at her. She's dancing away. You go do that. I'm gonna get Cynthia to actually have a bath and then go eat something, and then maybe go to sleep, even though she should be awake at this time, but geez, she's tired. So she's gonna do that. And while she does that, we're just gonna focus a bit on Ophelia. And basically, Ambrosia is very skeptical about Ophelia and feels that the signs that Amanda gave her about her future is kind of, you know, saying that she's going to become a traitor and follow in her mother's footsteps. And so Ambrosia wants to actually go and talk to the queen and tell the queen, you know, this is serious. You need to take heed of what I'm saying. She's trying to warn the queen, basically. So where is this queen? Where is the queen? Let's go and find the queen. Oh, the queen's with the princess, as per usual. As per usual. What's the princess doing? Dancing away? Okay, the queen's down here. While the queen's trying to spend some time with her daughter, we're going to get Ambrosia to come on down and actually tell her a dramatic story. She's going to try and tell the queen that, oh, Amanda gave all these signs. She read Ophelia's future, a while ago, and these are the signs we got, and I strongly believe that these signs are trying to tell us that Ophelia is a dangerous person, and we shouldn't be raising her in the castle the way we're doing now. We're letting her know all our weaknesses and all of those kind of things. And so the queen's greeting her and okay, what do you want to talk about? Now she's going to tell the queen all of these things. Look at her. She's going absolutely bat-schnitt crazy. And she's telling the queen all these things. And I don't think the queen is taking her seriously. The queen's kind of just laughing and giggling away. I think the queen is going to... I don't want to be mean to her. What can we do? What's something that's kind of, you know what? I'll just say deep conversation. But basically, the queen's absolutely not believing her. She's saying, Ambrosia, you're such a jokester. She's like, you're so funny. Don't joke about those things. I know you have a very odd sense of humor and you've got a very odd personality, but that doesn't mean you can target whoever you want, especially because Ambrosia is not in the queen's good graces right now. So obviously the queen's not going to believe anything Ambrosia says. She's just going to say, you know what, I know you're a tad bit crazy, but I try to value your creativeness. Unfortunately, at this moment, all you are is crazy. So that's what's going with her. And obviously Ambrosia's not happy about this, but I mean, she does love the queen in her own way. So she doesn't hate the queen for that. She's just frustrated the queen won't listen to her. But the queen says, even though, you have all these theories about Ophelia and all that crap about, her signs and whatnot, I don't care about that right now. I have a different task for you. So before Amanda left, she told the queen of the signs that Cassandra got in her reading. And, she said that she's basically told the queen everything she can. She can't interpret those signs anymore. And there's nothing more that Amanda can do for the queen in terms of that. So the queen has decided, and the queen cannot tell heads from tails, and she about the princess's signs, doesn't know what they mean or what they're going to entail for her future. So she has decided that she is going to task Lady Ambrosia with trying to figure out what the signs that the princess got mean. Now the signs I think she got was gravestone, the sun, and rain. So the queen wants to know, what does that mean for the princess's future? I would like you to interpret that, because Lady Ambrosia is the scholar, but the queen has said, she doesn't want Ambrosia to do this alone. She wants Ambrosia to actually do this with her apprentice Ophelia. So Ophelia is basically going to be tasked along with Ambrosia of discussing the princess's future and trying to figure out what it all means. And Ambrosia obviously is going to be a little bit apprehensive because she doesn't trust Ophelia one bit, especially with something as important as the princess. She really values the princess and the queen, and she doesn't want to put them in danger, and she feels like by doing this, she really is. I mean, what if Ophelia's future means that she's going to become a traitor? If she finds out what the princess's future entails, especially if it has something to do with success, then Ophelia's, maybe going to try and harm the princess. But, well, what can we do? When the queen wants something, the queen wants something. So, let's actually okay, she's doing her homework when she doesn't actually have to. Can we get them to actually do some stuff together? Because I'd really... Give her a pep talk. Yeah, she's going to give Ophelia a pep talk. She's going to try her best. Her absolute best. Now, she's going to discuss a bunch of things to try and educate Ophelia on these different things. So, plasma flavors, especially since last time... Ophelia just kind of went away as soon as, Ambrosia tried to talk to her about things. So we're going to also talk, let's see what else we can do. We probably want to, not enthuse, but discuss logic puzzles, because that's important. She needs to impart some knowledge about logic, especially if they're going to figure out this thing with the princess. She needs to be logical. And what else? Gossip about ancient vampires. Sure, she's going to tell her about the old tales and Oh, should she share a conspiracy theory? I don't think she's going to. Definitely not with Ophelia. She definitely would not ever share a conspiracy theory with Ophelia because all her conspiracy theories are about Ophelia. So I don't think that will go down too well. What is she doing? Okay, she's gossiping and she's vampire. I was like, Ambrosia, you're doing the exact opposite of what I'm telling you. So, okay, she's gonna go ahead and do that. Now, ooh, the princess wants to yell at Ambrosia. What's happening? I think in the last part, I'm pretty sure Cynthia wanted to yell at Ambrosia. And she still wants to insult her. But I think she has kind of, I don't know why, and the princess wanted to apologize to Ambrosia. But it seems that Cynthia has kind of, I don't know, either, I've got a few theories. You guys can let me know what actually you think might have happened. I think either Cynthia might have let the princess know, or influenced the princess to, Ambrosia's not, as nice as we think she is. You shouldn't, I don't know, apologize to her or something, and that's why the princess wants to yell at her. Or the princess, has kind of figured out or gotten wind that Ambrosia doesn't like Ophelia, and even though the princess isn't that close with Ophelia was one of her playmates when she was, Ophelia was younger, so maybe she doesn't like Ambrosia for picking on her friend, especially since the youngsters don't know anything about Ophelia. So we've got that happening, and oh no, why are you going away? I was going to do some fun stuff with you guys, jeez. So I'm going to get the queen to come on and flirt with Lady Kali, actually. Can you come and flirt with her? Because the queen is, I don't know, she's feeling a bit flirty. The queen's feeling a little bit flirty, so I think we're going to go and flirt a little bit with Lady Kali. We're going to do some of that good stuff. And once she's flirted with Lady Kali, and the queen hasn't been interested in anyone, really. I mean, yeah, she flirts with people here and there, but she really hasn't ever been that interested in them. But anyways, I am gonna skip on until the afternoon and then, or the nighttime, and then I will be back, guys. See you guys in a bit. So I went back and checked on Amanda while, everyone did their own thing for the day. I kind of just stuck with Amanda in the mother's den, and she's still in her first trimester, I think. Later on tonight, she's gonna go into her second one, so we have time. She's probably gonna have the kid on Friday, probably. But I'll keep going behind the scenes and checking up on her so that we can get to her when the interesting part comes along. And yeah, all that fun stuff. So we're back at the castle. I mean, we didn't leave, or at least you guys didn't leave. And the children are back from school. And their needs are pretty okay. Also, what I love about skipping households, when you come back, their needs are all really great. So I don't have to stress about feeding these frigging hungry monsters that are never full. They're always trying to have something. And look at her. She's got such a good relationship with Lady Kali. And, geez, it's kind of crazy. But, I mean, I can't blame them. And she's down here in her bedroom. That's pretty good. What does she want to do? She wants to be friendly with Cynthia. Okay, there we go. She's trying to reach out to kids her age. And Cassandra wants to become closer with the mother of her best friend, or soon-to-be best friend. Oh, and the queen's feeling really flirty towards Lady Kali recently. That's pretty interesting. And oh my god, Ambrosia, this is not good. You want to yell at Cynthia? I don't think the princess is going to take to that kindly. But she wants to do that. Luckily for her, Cynthia is currently asleep. And so Ambrosia cannot, fall any lower than she already has in anyone else's standards. Lucky for her. So, Cassandra, let's get you to go ahead, find Lady Kali, and come on down to be funny with her. Is that what she wanted? I think that's what she wanted. So, let's make a vampire pun. Yes, she would love that. You're vampires. Vampires love vampire puns. What is a vampire pun? I don't know. I think they come up in, the top corner in your notifications or something. But we'll see. Why can't you go there? Because you're stuck in a chair? That's fine. Just go on down. Just go on down. Oh, God, my brother is yelling. Jeez, I apologize for that. You can probably hear him. Come on, Lady Kali, where'd you go? No, now's not the time to sleep. The princess wants to talk to you. You don't even need to sleep. Oh, well, her vampire energy. She probably wants her vampire energy up, right? Yes, probably. Princess, come on down to the dungeons. Come on, down to the dungeons and make a vampire pun. Because you really want to do that, and I really want to see you do that. You go make a vampire pun. Ophelia is working on a homework. Her mentor has absolutely no interest in teaching her. And where are her skills? So she is still a fledgling. Let's go ahead and get her some powers. Of course, she doesn't know what she wants to do. And, what's her name? Ambrosia is not exactly giving her guidance. So what is she going to do? She's going to waste her friggin' PowerPoints on some pretty useless things. Actually, she can be an occult student because she is a student. And I feel like most vampires, if not all, will want to get this, especially when you're starting out. It's just a basic thing. Everyone knows that's what you get. So we're going to get her that one. So she uses less vampire energy. I feel like that's something that all vampire students will have to go through. I don't know if all the older vampires have those powers, but oh well. If you have a mentor, and if your mentor is good, they're going to tell you to get that power because you need to use less energy so that you can make your life worth living. Or your undead life worth living. So, come on down to the dungeon. And I don't know if the children have been down here, actually. No, they have. I don't know if Ophelia's been down here. But, Cassandra's coming here. I'm not sure for the first time. Actually, no, everyone has. Because they've gone to the, Amanda's chamber. They've come here to have their futures read and stuff. And Cynthia's come on down to meet her mother a few times, I feel like. So that's all good and well. And she's kind of... Yeah, there we go. Cassandra's have not made fun of, had some fun with Kali, and that's pretty cool. What are her relationships? So she's closer to Lady Kali than she is to Cynthia right now, and oh my god, she really dislikes Lady Ambrosia. Yikes. Okay, so who does dislike Lady Ambrosia? A lot of people. But it seems like the entire... Oh, Ophelia is kind of okay, but I feel like that's just because they're mentors. And that's, I feel like, not from Ophelia's side. Ophelia adores her. Absolutely adores her. But I think, is that too loud? I feel like they're being too loud. But it's from Ambrosia's side. She doesn't like Ophelia. And so Cynthia and Cassandra really like her. And surprisingly, the princess dislikes her more than Cynthia. Interesting. What the heck has she been doing to get hatred from all these people? And you realize, Ambrosia, I mean, you're probably going to be dead or kicked out. But the thing is, it's the next generation. What are you doing? You're supposed to be loved by them. And, yeah, now I'm really worried about if she even does just have a child. Like, how are they going to treat her child? Oh my god, this is going to be like a vicious cycle of not liking each other. Okay, so, with Ophelia, nope, nothing we need to do with her. And, oh, the queen wanted to flirt with Lady Kali. Lady Kali, can you come up to the queen, please? Because the queen can't come down there. I beg of you, come up here. She wants to kind of talk with the queen anyways. Have a deep conversation. Just leave the boxing thing. You don't exactly need it. Let's hurry you up, and then you can talk with the queen, and the queen, you can spare a few, romantic moments. And I feel like right now the queen's feeling closer to Kali because Ambrosia is kind of, oh god, Ambrosia's like not in the good books. And it's funny because in the first few episodes after we got Ambrosia, I mean, Kali was the first proper vampirist. I mean, Elena was always supposed to be a broodmother, so one of the main ones, Lady Kali, was the very first. And she was very close to the queen. And then Ambrosia came along, and all of a sudden, Ambrosia was so close to the queen, giving the queen all these ideas, getting her throne room made, throwing balls, and all those kind of things. So Lady Kali kind of started becoming a little bit jealous, or not jealous, but worried. But look how it's turned out. She had a daughter, Lady Ambrosia didn't, and now the queen is feeling very close to Lady Ambrosia. I mean, what am I talking about? Lady Kali, not that close to Ambrosia. So it's pretty funny. It worked out for her quite well. So let's go ahead, and she wants to flirt, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And yeah, look at that. Now Lady Kali is super, super close to the queen, and Ambrosia is who knows where. Who friggin' knows where. Okay, that's all done, and that's all nice, and I'm surprised the amount of times she's flirted with people. I would assume she'd have some romantic relationship with someone, but no, I don't even know how she got a romantic relationship with Elena. I have no freaking clue, because I did not motion that, or I wasn't there to action it or anything, so it's a bit of a surprise to me. So, okay, everyone who wants to target Cynthia, oh, and it's, jeez Louise, they're at odds with each other. Look, Ambrosia wants to yell at Cynthia, and the person she hates, her apprentice, wants to be friendly with Cynthia. Like, oh my gosh, this is all a mess. And Cynthia, when are you going to wake up, darling? There's everyone who wants to do a bunch of things with you and you're sleeping. Oh, look at her. Oh gosh, she wants to apologize to Lady Ambrosia. And I love how they're both thinking of her and now she's thinking of the both of them too. Hilarious. So, she wants to actually stargaze with Ophelia. That's adorable. I think she wants to befriend Ophelia, so I'm going to get her. Because it is nighttime, I'm going to get them to stargaze together if they can. And I'm so sorry. You're going to go to the bathroom and I just stopped you. I apologize. I really apologize. Why don't you and Ophelia go outside and stargaze together and, you know, become friends? Yeah, go be friends. Go be friends. Go be happy. What skills does she have? Let's just quickly see. So she has got 5 social, 2 mental, 1 motor, and 1 creativity. What about the princess? So the princess, ooh, okay, the princess, look at her. True royal, already starting on vampire lore. So she's got 3 social, 2 mental, 2 vampire lore, 2 creativity, and 1 motor. Okay, so she's a bit more rounded off and has more skills than Cynthia, but Cynthia is more skilled at whatever she does or knows. So that's quite interesting. And oh, she's sad. I think she's talking to Ophelia about, you know, her feelings and her sadness and those kind of things, which is pretty interesting. And I want them to, try and cheer her up. Yeah, there we go. She's going to try and be friendly and try and cheer up her new friend. That's adorable. I mean, she is the older person now, and, oh, that didn't work? Did that not work? No, that did work, right? Yeah, that did work. So that's fine. That's adorable. And now, even though she's at that odd age, like I said before, she is the older, she has the older sister figure now for these two. And what, she doesn't like Ophelia now? Jeez, Cynthia, get your mind together. Oh, that's a bit awkward. I guess she's not very good at giving advice. Interesting. But she tried. And she's kind of like the older sister figure, so obviously the younger two are going to go to her for any advice they're going to need, or if they're going to want to talk about anything. Now, Sheba and... Okay, she wanted to yell at Cynthia. You know what? Why don't you come here and yell at her? Take that opportunity. Make her hate you more. Come on, let's go. Let's go do some yelling. Let's go down the drain even more. Oh, look at them. This is terrible. This is not what I was hoping for Ambrosia. I mean, I absolutely adore Ambrosia. And now you're going to make poor Cynthia piss herself. Jeez, look at her. Look at her in her lingerie, just yelling at a child. What kind of monster is this? Then again, it's Ambrosia. She's crazy. Oh, this is so sad. This is so sad. Okay, anyways. I'm going to take a short break, and I will be right back. So, see you in a bit. Okay, we've taken a short break, and I think the morning is approaching very, very, very soon. And what I didn't do beforehand, so we have kicked out Travis, but we were going to replace him with a butler. So I think that's exactly what we should do right now. We're going to get the queen to hire a service. And that way he doesn't take up space as one of the people in a household. Also, he barely ever did anything. I'm sure a butler would be able to do better. So that's exactly what we're going to get. We're going to get a butler. And hopefully it's a human butler so we can, you know, drink his blood. But if it's not, that's completely fine. We have many other options. We can go hunting. We can go to the garden. We can jump into another household and wait for them to fulfill their own needs. See, a lot of options. And oh my gosh, it's always almost Cynthia's birthday. Oh, jeez. She's going to age up probably in the next part or the part after. Whoa, that's very soon. Was not expecting that. So she's going to age up soon. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I love seeing the transformation from like child to teenagers and all those kind of things. You get to see, you know, the family genetics and those stuff, and it's really exciting to see a few generations down what they look like, and also, you know, what kind of characters they have. And, so exciting. So I absolutely adored her when she was a toddler, and I have forgotten what she looked like, but I remember she was adorable, and I'm absolutely excited for her as I was as a child, and I'm super excited for her to become a teen. Like, oh my goodness. Go and eat something. You're always starving, child. Stop starving yourself. Jeez, go eat something. And she wanted to talk to someone about something. And, you know, since the queen is here, why don't you get your food and actually come chat with the queen if you want? Did I even hire a butler? Yes, I did. I'm going to get her to come and chat with the queen after she's done, and she wanted to make like a pop reference or something like that. There we go, pop culture reference. Go and do that while Lady Kali is dancing, not Kali, Ambrosia is dancing shamelessly right there in the same room. And we're going to put this room for the butler. So unlock, lock for everyone but butler. There we go. And that's going to be the butler's bed. Assign bed to butler. Oh, we have a female butler. Interesting. So that's cool. That's great, actually. She's probably a human. Oh, we get to check. Is she a human? Is she a human in a house of vampires? I can't tell. I don't know if she's a human or if she's a vampire. But, oh well. Is she here somewhere? Nope. Is she not in your tab? I wonder, can you tell by that whether or not... And these two boys, that's Ophelia's siblings, Valentine and Zachariah. And Zachariah's the one who has a really different face structure in his dark form. But yeah, I didn't even put too much time and effort. I just went to the styled looks and gave them one of those because honestly, for boys, I can't be bothered. Okay, are we talking about Lummis? Okay, you continue talking to the queen about whatever you want. That's done, that's the doorbell. Why aren't you eating? I thought I told you to get some food. Okay, go and eat your animal crackers. Go on. They're probably like human crackers or something. Go and eat those. Or bats, you never know. And oh, she wanted to chat with Cynthia. I completely forgot. Why don't you come off here? Annoy. You can do that? I did not know that was a thing. I didn't even know. Or is there an option to just chat? Is there a chatty option? I don't know. Let's ask her about school. Let's do that. Ask her about school. And why are you thirsty? Oh, probably because I haven't fed you in a day. Nice. Makes sense. Makes plenty of sense. But then the others are holding up well. What is wrong with you, Ophelia? Why are you so difficult? Okay. She's going to talk. Yes, she's talking. Very nice, very nice. And Cassandra's asleep, so the queen can't exactly talk to her. And what does she want to do? Oh, she already leveled up? What the heck? What level is she at? She's an 8. Okay. Her wish was to level up in the fitness skill, and I guess she already did that, so we don't need to worry about that. And what else does she want to do? No, we're not doing either of those, darling. Can you give me something I can actually do? She wants to get to know Sheba. Sure, you can spend some time with the queen, because the queen is really fond of you right now. So let us... Where's the get to know thing? Oh my gosh, they could become best friends, but I'm not going to do that right now. I feel like that's something special that I should do when a special moment happens between them. So I'm not going to do it just for the sake of doing it. Okay. Why can't I get to know the queen? Joke about old times. Oh geez, yes. They have probably lived for a while. And, there we go. Get to know. I don't know what, obviously they're not humans, so each vampiress's reign is probably going to last, around a century or more, but I don't know how that's going to work. How I'm thinking of is, it's hard to, measure days especially, so I'm going to just generalize it, and I'm thinking maybe, every episode is going to be 10 years or something, and so, say if they have, right now, this is the 15th episode, so that means, and time goes by, quite fast for vampires because they live so long, so I'm going to say that Sheba, so far, has been reigning for 150 years. So that's what I'm going for. And this says how many days she's lived. Ooh, I think that's pretty cool, actually. So each day over here, or we'll see. We'll see. We'll say that each day is kind of the number of days lived, but then each episode is going to be 10 years of reign. So she's reigned for 15 years, but she is actually 660 years old. So that's pretty interesting. There we go, there we go. How fun, how very, very, very fun. So we've got that stuff going, and oh, the princess is awake, and she's dancing. She's socializing. How adorable. Okay, and she wants to, insult Lady Ambrosia. Sure, child, if that is your desire, I'll put it in. Now, what did she want to do? She wanted to just be friendly, anything friendly. So let's discuss some interests with the princess. And all of that good stuff. And see, look at them. Everyone's having a great time here all together. They tend to, spend time together heaps. But Ambrosia's always off by herself. I don't think that's as much a trait because she's not, I don't actually know. No, she's not a loner. So that's not a trait thing. It's more kind of her being shunned for now. So she kind of just like knows her place and she stays away from everyone else. More so than them kind of, you know, telling her to go away. She kind of just, she has the brains to at least realize that. And at this stage, it looks like Amanda is going to have her baby in the next episode, and Cynthia may potentially be aging up. Potentially. I do not know for sure if she's aging up. So, yeah. She might actually even age up in the part after the next part, so part 17, but I am almost 100% sure that Amanda's going to have the baby in the next part. So, yay! How exciting! We've got more vampire children. Okay, so that's gonna go by. And does anyone else want to do anything else? I wanted to work on the herbalism skill with Amanda and stuff down at, you know, her wonderful garden. But she's not exactly here, so we can't do that. And oh my gosh, her garden is absolutely terrible. Nobody's even looking after that. So, since the queen, I think, is allowed to go down here, and normally the queen would not do this, but I'm going to get the queen to actually weed and water all the gardens because I think the queen would feel, oh god, the queen knows some really serious magic if she's doing all of that from up here. Wow, queen, wow. Now, my lovely queen, can we somehow come downstairs? Because the queen, oh, she's not allowed access? Oh, how dare they. Why don't you come on down and she's going to weed and water these plants because the queen feels very endeared to, you know, Amanda right now because Amanda's pregnant. So she's going to do some little things to upkeep her garden and all those wonderful stuff. As kind of like a, you know, good on you. You had a daughter, because that's the queen expects, of course. You had a daughter, and I looked after your garden so that you can get straight back to work when you return to the castle. What a nice queen. What a nice queen. And this place absolutely looks stunning and magical. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It took me quite a while to do, and it's not that huge to be honest, and some of the plants aren't usable, like the plasma tree, but it's actually quite cute. There's still quite a bit of plants here that we can use, and also, this is great for storytelling and machinima. Like, it looks so good. It looks freaking amazing. I love the lighting. Nope, love does not exist unless you're having an arranged marriage for these vampires. I'm sorry. And yes, we will see more of that in the future, just not now. Because, in vampire culture, things work a bit differently. So love, marriage, all those kind of things I haven't touched on before, but that works a bit differently. And they're all in different stages of their lives, so we haven't exactly touched on it yet. Anyways, I feel like that was sort of an eventful part. And with that, I'm going to end off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to stick around for the machinima at the end. Bye-bye, guys.